All right, yo, yo, yo. Um, what the fuck? All right, Nathan Baker. Yeah, I am a bit late. You know. Hold on, give me 1 second. Yo, yo, yo. Can everyone hear me? Well, in the chat. God damn, fucking jacked, bro. God damn, what the flip? Sorry for that. Can you hear me? Can you see the arms? Yeah, yeah. I'm just like subtle. You know, it's really just like subtle. No, but I can't lie though. Like everyone can hear me correct. Like well, right? This is a subtle flipping what's it called marketing. So yeah, this is my first live. I've uploaded like 74 videos on my YouTube channel. And I've never once actually gone live properly before. I may be a bit of a noob, you know. Yeah, prof, yeah. I'm gonna answer this. What should I call this live? What do you think? What book is that? Hold on. Alright. Greatest productivity book of all time. Second greatest productivity book of all time. Like these two are like the goated like productivity books. Like just work in general. You get like those two books the best. But yeah, like I'll wait for a few more people to come in, and I'll start yapping, bruv. This is gonna be like a chill live stream, you know. I'm gonna be a flipping exposing Shyamalan. Am I doing a degree? No, I'm not doing a degree apprenticeship. No, it's not a perfect title. I'm gonna change it to. What should I change it to? The thing is, like, I feel like lives allow you to see a side of a person that you don't really see in like proper long form videos. So like all of my long form videos, they're like, if you're new here, welcome. I know I'm subscribed down below. This channel's on like productivity and fitness. But if you go see my like previous videos, they're all quite like long form, and I leave them unedited like on purpose, or like relatively unedited. But I do still think that like live stream allow you to see someone differently than you would on like your videos. So if you've been watching me for quite some time, this is like a new person, like new personality. I think I've gone on live like one time. No, actually, yeah, I've gone live one time, and yeah, that's a long story. I'll get into that. But yeah, yeah. So today I'm gonna talk about like a lot of things. I'm gonna yap for a bit. My YouTube videos are like 1 hour of me just straight yapping, and like another hour of that is just me. It's just like cutting out the places that I curse, and also cutting out the places that I say like stupid shit. Sorry, I shouldn't swear, but yeah, I can like really just yap for so long. So if you have any topics, put them down in the chat. I feel like a proper like streamer doing this. You know what I mean? Like put the W's in the chat. But I'll talk about them. But yeah, yeah. I'm sorry, man. Please reply to your business email. You left me on red for a month. Uh, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'll check them. I swear to God, like I've been so busy for the last like 3 months. It's just been. I'll explain all of that in detail. But yeah, what's your opinion on the grade boundaries 2025? My opinion doesn't really change anything. But yeah, okay. So let's get into this. Let me. The live chat's way too distracting. I can't lie. I thought there were gonna be like one person turning up. There's like 34 now. So welcome. But so bruv, it was results day today. Like DFIT, it was actually like genuinely the end of my A level like schooling career, and now I don't know how to feel about it. I don't know how to feel about it. When you say I'm like, I'm always happy. I'm elated at the moment, but that's not like a good indication of what I've done because I think I'm always happy. I'm just like a cheerful guy. But yeah, like I went into school, right? So go to school, boom, 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 like with my dad, go to school, and go open up the results, and my firm choice is I won't say the university. I don't. The thing is like I'm gonna go on a little bit of a side tangent here, bro. The results videos you see on YouTube are I don't know about you, but the ones I see are just so corny. Like the ones where like they get the person to film them, and then like before the results they're all like crying and everything, and then when they open the results like they make that facial expression and they put it on the thumbnail. I just find them so corny, bro. Like they're all like I don't know. That's something I've like kind of done in the past. Like my GCSE results video popped off. It got like 35,000 views, and in the video I wasn't reacting to my results or anything, but in the thumbnail I had that like expression and like oh man, like looking back at it, all of my old videos are cringe anyway. But like looking back at it, it's just so corny. So my kind of idea is if I don't like react to my results, I can yap about it now, and then you can see this live. And yeah, but yeah, I go into my university. My firm offer is like A star, A star, A star, A star, A star, A, and my insurance is A star, A. Right? I'm not gonna say the university like the university because I'm still really not comfortable like revealing that much online. I'm not gonna lie, like I don't really like revealing grades or like university or courses or anything like that online. And yeah, I may. Should I really reveal? I don't know. I'll see. But yeah, I went into I went to school. Boom, boom. Open my open up my UCAS app, and I didn't get my firm. I didn't get my firm offer. It was heartbreaking, right? I didn't get my firm offer, right? But I got insurance, so that was calm. But like insurance wasn't in like a my insurance was A star AA, so I got that, and like it wasn't in like a good university, so I took the risk. I declined the offer, and I went into clearing. Now in clearing, boom, I got like I'll tell you like a range of universities, and you can like deduce which one I've gone to, right? So I got KCL, okay, like King's College London Artificial Intelligence. I got Loughborough Computer Science. I got Queen Mary's Computer Science and something else I forgot. Queen Mary's Computer Science. I got Warwick Physics, and I got yeah no I got hold on. Yeah, I think that's right. No, it was like computer science and artificial intelligence. Anything like computer science or STEMI in like KCL, UCL, but not Bath, Warwick, Loughborough, and Queen Mary's University. I got five clearing offers, and then by that time, I just couldn't be asked. So I've gone like I'm going to university next year for one of these five like courses. So if you want to deduce which one I'm going to, you could do it off that. But yeah, like that's results day. Um, I have to read the chat. I am a big time streamer now, bruv. Um, it's not worth the evil eye, bro. Nuzzer is real, fam. Nuzzer is real. Defo Queen Mary's, fam. Like, I swear, like people just assume like brown people just go Queen Mary's. Like, I swear every single brown person just goes Queen. Like that's in their mind. They're just like, oh yeah, bro. Like my passion in life is just to go to Queen Mary's for some reason. But then again, like I don't know, bruv. Like I feel like shit. If you see me like changing the camera again and again, it's because I'm using my old camera stand because I I left my like new one somewhere else. Funny story, like on one of my videos, I made like a full guide to a subject, and this camera stand, it's not like an actual camera stand. It's like a how do I describe it? It's like in the cars where you have like the flexible kind of like material, and then you put the phone on it. But like if it's weighted, it bends. So I have that connected to this right now, and what happens is if I put it up for too long, it like slowly like the camera slowly comes down. So on one of my like long form videos, like what like an hour long video, I was just yapping for 1 hour 30 minutes, but I didn't realize like gradually I had the camera placed high, And then like as time passed, the camera just moved like slowly down, and then you can see like the different. You can see like the gradual position where like my face is up here, and then it like slowly comes down throughout the video. But yeah, if you can go find that video, it's so funny looking back. I like my with my friends and everything because like I didn't realize when I was filming, but like, like by the end of the video, it was down here. So you get like a full like 180 degrees degree like scope of my face. But yeah, uh, uh, notice me, senpai. I noticed you, bro. Um, uh, okay, yeah, yeah. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, like why? I swear, people assume that like every brown person, especially Bengalis, bro. I swear to God, if you're from Bangladesh, bro, why is every single Bangladeshi going Queen Mary's? Why is every single Bangladeshi like life aspiration to go Queen Mary's, fam? I swear to God, like so I'm Muslim, right? So I go like mosque and everything. East London Mosque is like near that area, Queen Mary's, and when you go there, there's just like bare Bengalis, like everyone's Bengali. I don't know, I don't understand why. I don't understand like the culture side of things. I reckon I'm a bit of like a coconut, so I'm like brown on the outside, white on the inside. So I don't understand these things, but I don't understand why people like hype up Queen Mary's that much. It's just another London uni. I mean, yeah, like exactly. Queen Mary's isn't even that good. Um, but yeah, and also like, bruv, why do like I swear brown people do the most random things on results day as well. Like I had a group of like brown people go and play tennis, and I know that that's like a normal thing, but like it just doesn't sit right with it. Like I don't am I like projecting, but like a brown person like me, you wouldn't see me with my group of friends, like group of like Pakistani or Indian friends playing tennis. Isn't that like too much of a white thing? It's like us all getting together and like playing croquet. Like you wouldn't see us doing that. Is that just me? Maybe I'm just being maybe I'm just projecting. Um, but yeah, I should stop like going on side tangents. Uh, damn, I've not read a lot of messages. Uh, being a coconut isn't a flex, bro. Bro, it's yeah, it's just who I am, bro. I've accepted it. What is my height? 6 foot on a good day. Like it depends how I'm feeling in it. Um, it depends who's asking. But yeah, I'm actually 5'10" and a bit, but it depends who's asking. Um, Astaghfirullah. Uh, okay, wait. I actually had like a bunch of points I wanted to write down. I wanted to talk about today because this was meant to be like a really productive. Why is the camera angle so flipping weird, bro? What the flip? All right, hopefully that's good. Um, why is the okay? Yeah, cool. I wish. Oh man, I miss my old camera stand. There's kids watching. Do I do physics and math tutoring? Not at the moment. But actually, no. That actually brings me on to the like another really good point. So when I missed my phone offer, I realized that like on this channel on a serious note, right? I've been joking around like, but on a serious note, what I do want to promote on this channel is like achieving and setting and achieving very high goals. And I do admit like even though my family was really happy about like the university I got and everything, like it's still a good university. Like it's okay if you didn't get my firm. Like deep down, like I was like livid that I didn't get 3A stars or like I didn't get the best grades. So but to be honest with you, like I've slacked. Like I've been through a lot these like last 2 years. So I think I have more clarity on exactly where I went wrong in the last 2 years of A level, and with everything you can say, like with the different exam technique, what you learn, like what websites you used. If there was one thing I could go back to my year 12 self, or like literally like any point in time, I would say predictable work hours. I promote this a lot on my channel, and I have been promoting it more so recently. But basically, this refers to having a set block of time at the same time every single day where you do about 2 hours of work. If you do 2 hours of work every single day consistently, you will literally you'll be in the top 0.001% of students. There is no, I guarantee you, right? You're probably thinking, oh no, but like I try to do 5 hours a day. I guarantee you, if you measure how much you're actually doing, if you actually measure the amount of hours you're actually doing on the day, or like day to day, if you measure the amount of hours you're doing, I guarantee you do 5 hours a day for like 2 days and then just stop. Or like you randomly take a day off, or like some random, like you have some random excuse to quit the 5 hours a day, just because it's not like mentally, you're not mentally like able to do 5 hours of deep work every single day. And when the number of hours kind of increases beyond 2 to 3 hours, you prioritize the wrong thing. I guarantee you, like I've talked about this a lot on my channel. So basically, this book over here is one of the greatest books ever written for productivity. And basically here, what it says is, if you lower the amount of work you do, you're automatically going to prioritize the more efficient tasks. So if you have a maths exam in 3 weeks, right? It's on like differentiation, or like whatever GCSE maths is, right? Or like quadratic formula. You're gonna do random things that don't even like help you get good in the test. So you're gonna like go and watch like 3 videos on the quadratic formula. You're gonna like go buy a textbook. You're gonna read the textbook. But if you have the same test the next day, you're gonna do different. Like the way you cram is gonna be different to how you would have how you would work for if you had 3 weeks remaining. So basically, the thesis is, if you do that work, which is like, imagine you have a math exam tomorrow rather than 3 weeks away, you would probably just do past papers, learn from YouTube, and then do more past papers to reinforce that. You do that work for 2 hours a day, every single day, and you will be so far ahead of everyone. I guarantee you, I went to one of the best schools in the entire UK. You will be in front of literally everyone if you just do this consistently every single day. The reason people say, oh, I'm gonna study 5 hours a day, I swear it's like Indian culture, like Desi culture as well. People say, I'm gonna study like 5 hours a day, just for the external validation of saying that. So I see people in my comments, right, and they write to me saying, is this day, like daily routine good? And then they list, like, they wake up at 5 a.m. and they work for like 3 hours, and they go to school, they come back home and they work for another 4 hours, and then they like eat for 1 hour and they work for another 2 hours. I guarantee you they're not doing that consistently. Guarantee. Like, I could bet money, betting haram, like astaghfirullah, but like I could bet you money they are not doing that consistently every single day. If they were, it's weird to say this, but if they were doing that, they would be doing that. And also, people have built like $1 million corporations. You don't understand this, right? You're doing like GCSEs, A levels, university, or whatever. People have built $1 million corporations, businesses. They have become multi-millionaires by doing 4 hours of deep work every single day. What makes you think that like you're so good that you can do 6 hours a day to like do more than them, kind of? Like, I know the exact like sort of thought process you're having right now, where you see someone who has like a better grade than you, and you think that you need to catch up to them by doing more. Or like, if you're at a low grade right now, to get to a high grade, to catch up to them, you kind of need to do more. But that's not how it works. You have to do less actual work hours, but you concentrate and have more focus in those work hours. Like, I know I've ranted a lot about this, but literally just having a predictable deep work session every single day will like propel you more than anything. And what I'm trying to what I'm trying to create in the future is, if I have like a cohort of people, like a really tight knit community, where, okay, so that's one thing, predictable workouts. Now, if you do that in the morning, like if you wake up and do that before you go to school, you can literally do whatever you want for the rest of the day, and also that work period in the morning is proven to be better than if you were to come home and do it. It makes a sense, like if you put it in perspective. If you're really tired from school and everything, your brain's just going to be more tired, and also it's like scientifically proven that in the morning your like flow trackers or whatever, you're more likely to get into the flow state. So I want to build like a really tight knit community in the future, where all of us are like get on like a count at like a call at like 5 a.m. So we all wake up at like 5 a.m. We do deep work in like a group Zoom call, and then like if I can make like a leaderboard in that, and we can keep each other accountable, and then build the skill of waking up at 5 a.m. and doing deep work every single day for like 2 hours before you go to school, because then you're like you're done with work, and also you're better than everyone basically. No, name you can't name me people who do this consistently, right? So that's kind of like the future of this channel. I'm gonna concentrate more on like productivity, more on fitness, and that stuff. Um, sorry, bruv, why are there so many people on this live? What the hell? Okay, yeah, so yeah, so I don't wanna, I wanna get through another like few points as well. I dead ass thought there would be like 4 people turning up. I didn't expect like 53 people. My bad. Um, I thought it was gonna be like bare personal, bruv. We could like look each other, look each other in the eye. Nah, astaghfirullah. Uh, but yeah, what do you think of that though? Like, imagine I create like a cohort, like a community, where like I train you, or like we all keep each other accountable. It's really really tight knit, and we all wake up at like 5 a.m. every single day. Like that one skill, developing that one habit, like being supremely productive, waking up every single day at 5 a.m., working for like 2 hours, doing like the most important work of the day, and then having like some kind of like accountability, or like we could have like a leaderboard of who turns up like the most. I think that's a pretty good idea. If I had that kind of like community, um, I would I would join that when I was like in year 12 or GCSEs. But like yeah, that one habit would like is like supreme, like that will make you supremely productive basically. If you want to know more about like productivity, read this book over here. This is genuine, like follow this book um cover to cover, like really like ingrain the knowledge of this book, because yeah, I think that's this book one right here will literally change your life, and also this book over here. But this is more like entrepreneurship, like business related. Like I don't think it really fits my audience that much, but the productivity tips in this book are also quite good. But yeah, one thing I also wanted to say was like the content going forward in my channel. So yeah, you've probably realized that like I'm not doing as much like subject specific advice anymore. So if you've been a like an OG of this channel, you've probably seen that like I used to upload like really really detailed full guides on each and every subject, and like really detailed guides on like exactly how you do this and this. But recently I've kind of moved away from that slightly, and now I'm making more like productivity related. I think if I make like productivity is a very like big term. However, I can't make specific subjects anymore, because of course like everyone's doing different university subjects, and also I think my audience is slightly matured. So now my the goal of this channel, if you join this channel, my goal is to make you as productive as possible, get like the best work and everything, get the best output, and also fitness. Like I feel like fitness should be like the cornerstone of a student, or like any young person's life. I'm gonna be completely honest. Like I think going to the gym and like fitness really really changed my life. I've I've glazed a lot like, myself a lot on my videos, but you've probably seen my like before you've probably seen me before like my before pictures, and if you haven't basically when I was in like year really unfit and everything. I used to get letters from they used to be like NHS checkups in school, and where they used to like make you go on the weighing scale. They would look at the weighing scale. Oh yeah, this guy's a fat ass. They would like measure your height, and they would like put it down, and they would calculate the BMI and everything, and they would send it to your like, doorstep, and they would say this person is healthy, this person is overweight, this person is like whatever, right? I got sent like letters marked in red saying that like your child is obese, like he's in the very overweight range. And I remember like at that in that period of time, my mental health was really bad as well. But like it was hard to do like daily like random like, daily activities. I remember this one instance where I got out of breath going up the stairs. And it would also be really hard to work as well. So like just studying, just working in general, or doing any kind of intellectual work would be so taxing, just based off how unfit I was. After that, I started running. I got really skinny, and then I realized that like I don't really want to be skinny. I want to be jacked. That's like the goal, like the dream physique. So I started going to the gym after that. Basically, long story short, I got back into relatively good shape, and I think that's actually like propelled my productivity, and it's kind of propelled my ability to work. So I think I know how like independent these two things seem, but if you do concentrate on like if you're the archetype of the channel, the people I attract on my channel are people who really like grind. You probably like have had the you're probably like thinking you're probably like not like I know how weird this sounds, but like, you're not like you don't really have the same kind of mindset as everyone else. You kind of want to grind on things. You have kind of like higher ambitions in whether it be study or just in general than most other people. And that's kind of the audience I want to get in. Like if you're grinding in your academics, grinding in like your university, whatever, GCSEs, I guarantee you like kind of like also adding fitness or specifically going to the gym or doing any kind of exercise will actually improve your like productivity. And I know I'm from India, like I have a background in Japan and everything. I know like your parents say it, and I know how like independent these sound, but it's really weird how these two things are really interconnected. If you're healthy, then you're also fit to do intellectual work. Your brain is also healthy. So that's kind of like the archetype I want to lead into in this channel. I want to make you as productive and as fit as humanly possible. That is my goal in this channel. You won't see me making like random like prank videos. You won't see me making like random like Mr. Beast style videos. I thought well, it was like a good. I remember. I was talking to my friend the other day, and I'm nearly at 5,000 subscribers right now. And he was like, "Oh, you should do like a special video for 5,000 subscribers." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I could do like a Q&A." And he was like, "No, fun that. You should do like I pranked homeless people on the street." But yeah, you would never see me making those kinds of videos. Like, they're not like prank videos. I think my interests are very solid, and those are to make my audience as productive as possible, like as like intellectually productive as possible, and to get you like the best fitness results. So if you're interested in that, click on the subscribe button down below. Another like shameless YouTube channel. Um, read the chat. Ten we stream. Alright, bro. I mean, what happened to the mic? Does that help? Does that help? No? Give me 1 second. Testing. Testing. Is that hello guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is Akash from Microsoft Tech Support. Um, Today I'm going to be showing you how to fix the. This is Akash. No, wait, I have a really funny story. I went to like in my area. I live next to like a big town, and there's like a cultural event there. So I went there on like I was bored one day, so I went there with one of my friends, and my dad was there as well. So he was helping like the mosque set up like a cultural thing there. So it's this like massive big event where like loads and loads like souls come in, like place themselves in this massive place in the center of the town, and there's like dances and everything. And I remember going through like walking up and down the culture event, and one thing caught my eye. I went to like a Ukrainian stall, and the guy there didn't speak Ukrainian. He didn't speak Ukrainian. I went there. I was like, okay, what's this all about? This guy didn't speak Ukrainian at all. This guy started speaking in Urdu. He started speaking in like fluent Urdu. Like I asked him if he could speak in English, and he was like with like the strongest like Pakistani. I'm assuming it was Pakistani or Indian accent. He was like, "Oh yeah, I'm from Ukraine, bro." Bro, like you're not from Ukraine, fam. If you don't know how to speak Ukrainian, you're not like part of this Ukrainian society. I don't know. That just caught my eye. I found that so funny on the day, bro. Bro, Akash, you're not from Ukraine. Maybe that's too far. I don't want to be racist. I don't want to get cancelled. You know. Um, I shut up. No, I'm just joking. I shouldn't read the chat. It's poisoning my mental health. I will read the chat, but there are some like actually like good comments, but there are just some that like uh. All right, you can hear the mic well and everything, right? You can hear the mic well and everything, right? Okay, Michael Owalabi. I said this before again. I don't really want to I don't really like revealing like my school or like my university or like anything too personal. But I got good enough grades, and I got into like a top five university. Okay. Maybe I'll tell you in the future, but like should I'm gonna do like university, like moving in, like those like cute little aesthetic, like, oh yeah, like today I'm gonna move in, and this is my room tour of the university. I'm gonna do one of them, but maybe I'll say the university then. But like uh, I don't know. I don't really like saying, you know what I mean, especially to the thousands and thousands of people watching this live stream right now. Okay. Now, okay. I don't really have that much else to talk about, to be honest. I thought I was just gonna be like talking to like three people, but no. If you have any questions, like actual questions, not like random ones, like actual questions that I need to help you on, uh, put them in the comments below, because one thing I did start was I started like a one-to-one like sort of like coaching call, not really coaching call. That sounds kind of cringe. I started like a one-to-one call system where like we would sit down, and you would tell me like where you're going wrong and everything, and I would try and like understand you more and give you advice basically. And when I put that out, I was expecting like 10 people to sign up, but I got like 60, 70, 78, like 85 people, I think, around 80 people who emailed me and everything. So I went through some of them, but then I couldn't get through all of them. So if you've emailed me down like about the one-to-one like call kind of thing, I'll be reaching back to you. I'll be getting back to you shortly. But like that is something I really want to do because it's not just about helping and giving advice. I do want to really understand my audience more. So like the videos I make right now, I think that a lot of YouTubers don't do this, especially in this space. But I feel like the problems, the niche or like the problems my audience suffer from right now, if I just like talk to you one to one, I can understand that in more detail than like you've probably seen this where you see other like study YouTubers, like study talkers or whatever, who just make repetitive content, and that is good. Like you're helping people and everything, but I kind of I don't really like the self improvement or the productivity YouTubers who just make the same thing over and over again without actually like looking better, looking more into their audience. That's what I want to try and I just want to help as many people as possible. Honestly, like yeah, I want to provide as much value as possible. Um, so yeah, if you have any actual like questions for me, put them in the chat and I will help you. Okay, on average, how long did you study each day and how many days a week? Okay, so there's, I actually fluctuated. There was so much information online that it was just so. Okay, my mistake. I'm not. I'm a noob. I'm a noob to this. Like streaming game, but yes. So there's a difference between how much I studied and how much I would recommend you to like revise, and basically I had like I was so overwhelmed at the time of starting A levels. I started off by trying to do 5 hours, and I thought I was doing 5 hours a day, but then I actually measured it and I was only doing 5 hours every 2 days, with like 2 days every 3 weeks. So that like comparatively that was like garbage, right? And then I didn't revise for like a month or two because I had some stuff going on in life. There were so many like random distractions and everything. So what I would recommend you to do is you list down. So like that's, you have subjects, right? You have like exams or whatever. You list down the everything you can do to achieve like achieve that grade or achieve that subject. So if you have like a NEA due in, what can you do to achieve that NEA? You have to do research. You have to write up. You have to do whatever, right? Now, write down 10 things and those limit those tasks you can do to two tasks, 2 to 3 tasks. Because okay, imagine you have like a test tomorrow. What tasks for that subject would you be doing at that time as opposed to like 3 weeks in like 3 weeks ago? So I keep on saying this, but if I have a English language exam, I wouldn't be reading books a day before the exam. I would just be doing questions. Now you do that task, that like high leverage task every single day consistently. If you can do 1 to 2 hours a day, predictably, the same time every single day, throughout your year 12, year 13, you will like, it's hard for me, like you don't understand the power of how like insane that is. Like no one does that consistently. Consistency is actually like a very very rare thing. I went to one of the great, like one of the best schools in the UK. So I went to like a state school where with I've seen like a lot of like other students, and I went to like one of the best schools, one of the best grammar schools in the UK, and I've seen like genuine like insanely cracked student. Like I'm talking like I know this one guy in my yeah, who went to the Oxford interview and asked the Oxford interviewer a question. Like he just smashed everything. And I can tell you, even there, like consistency, like no one's actually like fully consistent. So if you can commit to that 1 to 2 hours of deep work every single day, and if you can do that, especially in the morning, like that is in like that is all you need. That's literally all you need for like your entirety of year 12 and year 13. And then after that, you can just do whatever you want the entire day. If you want to go to the gym, you can go to the gym. I'm not telling you to sacrifice anything. In an idealistic world, you shouldn't actually have any stress throughout your like year 12 or year 13 like period of time. I don't think stress is a good thing in any way. It just makes you worry more. Like you shouldn't actually be cramming, you shouldn't actually be locking in. You should just be doing consistently being doing deep work every single day towards your goal, and that's it. Um, okay, what other questions are there? Sorry, I can't look at the chat as much. How long has this been? 40 minutes. Damn. I thought it was being like 10 minutes. How to reduce screen time? Okay, so what's helped me is I basically I've had during my A levels as well. I've had periods of time where I've had literally 13-hour screen times, 13, 14-hour screen times, and the only way that I've come out of that is by a like realizing that you can't go from 14 hours to 1 hour a day like that. You have to kind of like progressively deload, and the second part is you have to kind of replace that activity with something else. So I was talking to like I was texting a lot during that time, and I just replaced that with talking to actual people. That like that sounds really really simple, but literally just replace that the time you spend on your phone with another thing you want to do. Also, I would recommend setting higher goals. Like in the book, The Magic of Thinking Big. Give me 1 second. So this book over here is the greatest book for mindset. Like this is genuinely so good for mindset. And basically what this guy says is you have to set realistically unrealistic goals. So your goals shouldn't be too easy because then you're gonna do something like spend loads and loads of time on your phone. But it shouldn't be too far out of your reach. It should be like kind of in the middle. And once you have a realistically unrealistic goal, you can then just like work towards that. So take the advice from my mistakes. Have like a big goal you're working towards, and replace the time you spend on your phone with something else productive. And by productive, I don't mean working. Anything that facilitates your goal. So this could literally be talking to people, going to the gym, anything that's not like scrolling on your phone. Well, that's just my advice. But again, who am I really? But yeah. Give me 1 second. Yeah. Vectorized Mo. Again, I said, I actually just, I'm gonna release this live stream on my channel so you can like, you can go back in time and see. I've answered this question like twice. Um, all right. Also, like, what kind of videos do you want me to make in the future? Like, what kind of things do you want to see? Do you think going to a grammar school made a difference? Kinda. It was. I don't know. Like, I went to like a normal state school, and it's kind of like a big fish in a small pond versus a small fish in a big pond kind of thing. Where in my grammar school, at least the one I went to, there were genuinely like insanely cracked people that like it's hard to even comprehend how they got their grades. But like in my other school, it wasn't that. So it's really on preference. If what I wouldn't recommend, like I did feel like the social drain of switching from year 11 to year 12. So I don't know. It depends. Like I would write down like pros and cons for that. But can you make videos on A-star guides subjects you? Yeah, I'm thinking of like what I'm thinking of doing is making like full guides, but I'm calling like some of my friends from that school who are like insanely cracked, and we can all make it together. And it's more in detail. But yeah. Uh, I think I've been talking for like so long. like 45 minutes. But yeah, no, I also like look at keep keep like eyes on this channel as well. There's gonna be a lot of like good stuff in my opinion. Like I have big things planned for this channel, so I think the chat's lagging. Give me 1 second. Yeah. So yeah, I'm actually traveling to a different place tomorrow, so I don't think my like I may not be able to upload as consistently for the next like week, but keep tabs on this channel. I really want to grow this channel like as big as possible, and like make like actually good content right now. Like I'm trying to branch out a bit more. So if you are interested in like productivity and fitness, keep tabs on this channel. Um, should I also make more long form kind of content or more like shorter content? Because how do I open up the chat again? What? Yeah, yeah. All right, cool. If you have any like questions about my own application, I'll probably make a video on that in the future. Again, it was today, so like I have a lot of like emotions running in my head, and also like I've had a lot gone on, like a lot's gone on in the last like 2 days of my life. So it's just like it's just been really like overwhelming, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I'll probably make like videos on it in the future when I'm more like stoic and have journaled about it a bit more. But yeah, like bro, like the last 2 days, like it's just been so much. There's been just been so much going on. Um, but what do you think of the newest, like the newer videos in this channel? Are they good, or like do you find value in them, or are they? Because the thing is with like study YouTubers, or I've seen with some of my friends as well, is that you we get views, like we get like tens of thousands of views near exam season, and then we just like crash back down. And I've seen people go from like getting like 20,000 views per video to then going back down to like 150. And I think my channel's all right with that. I think I've nearly hit 1,000 views pretty consistently after exams, which is a good indication. But I have friends like in this space whose views have like completely plummeted. I'm also like trying to make more long form content as well. So I've gone on like a podcast with one of my friends, one of my other study tuber friends named Ahian, and I'm also like planning to do a collaboration with, if you do you know who Newman Sammy is? I don't know. Uh, I've been talking to him about doing like a collaboration video. Spencer, I actually reached out to Spencer Kamini as well, but he didn't reply. Oh, Spencer Kamini was like my goat. Like he was my role model. But Udoka Fintawan, yeah, yeah. Like he's a goat. If I can make videos with them, I would. I'll reach out to all of them. If I could get a Revishan collab, that'd be sick. But yeah, I really have nothing else to talk about. What about Newman? I'm planning to collab with him. I was talking to him on Instagram. So yeah, Revishan. You know what? Like, I actually like really respect Revishan. Like, people like clown on him for not going to uni or whatever. But he like, if you see what he's doing now, he's building a $1 million revenue business or something crazy like that. He literally has like $1 million or is building towards a $1 million revenue agency. At like 20 years old. So fair play to him. Like I saw his LinkedIn post and I saw him in front of the White House and I was like, bro, Fair play. Like if you want to go if you don't want to go uni and you do something like go in front of the White House and then make $1 million a year, or whatever, bro, that's just insane. Um, Revichan's a go. Do another conversation with Andy Allen, bro. Like I should tell him that. Andy Allen is like my boy. I'm not gapping. Um, Andy Allen is my like my guy. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think I may end. Should I do more streams like this? I think this has been like really all over the place. I don't even know if I want to release this. I'm gonna be honest. Um, how are you so handsome? Um, Charlotte's free. It's nice to see you, brother. I've seen all of your comments. You know, I did not get all A stars. No, it's heartbreaking. No, you know what? I got 1 mark away from the like. Bro, I just don't want to get into it. There's just been so much. Like I'm so like um. There's so much like emotions going on in my head right now. But like I'll get them remarked and everything. But we'll see. Innit? This isn't finalized. I'll make like a proper video in the future. But like this is temporary. Am I bulking or cutting now? What's your goals in the gym? I I am cutting right now, so I'm cutting for university. Yeah, I'm cutting because I want to be lean in university, and then I want to hit like a really big bulk. So I want to bulk throughout my first year. So I want to gain. I want to get like fat, not like obese fat, but like I want to get big. And I'm already like a pretty big guy. I'm like 6 foot. I don't know if you can see it in the videos, but like if you see me in person, like I'm a pretty big guy. I saw a comment on one of my videos recently where he was like, the person, no shade to him or anything, but he was like, I saw you at Heathrow Airport, and that was so weird because some of the people online could see me in person. That's just so like mental to me. But I'm cutting right now. Did I get into my first choice? Weirdly, I got into a better university than my first choice, which is kind of crazy. Um, I may go. Yo, Shime, how you been? It's been ages. I don't know who you are, bruv. Who's this guy? Incline dumbbell bench set weight. I'm doing 38 right now. Um, no, that's a lot. That's like I'm doing 38 for like 8. So I'm doing 38 for like 7. So technically I'm at 36 right now, but I'm doing 38 for about 7. Uh, am I doing engineering at KCO? No, no. What's worth being super fat or super skinny? It's probably super fat. I'm not gonna lie. Like, especially growing up fat is just so taxing mentally. But like being super skinny is also hard to put in the work in and put the work in. But I would take being super skinny any day over being super fat. Would I box Revshan for 1K? I would box Revshan for what would I box Revshan for? I would box Revshan for if someone gave me a high five, I would consider it. No, I'm just joking. No, I love Revshan. Who is PT? I swear, like I don't want to like insult anyone in the chat or anything, but if you could, I saw this thing somewhere where it's like on live chats, the collective IQ of the chat reduces, and I kind of see that as well. Like if you look at my comments and you look at this live chat, I don't know, there's something about live chats that make everyone just turn their IQ decreases. Um, who's your number one goat in the community? Is it Spencer Rev? My number one goat in the community is what community though? Because my I think the number one goat of this community, or the person that's helped me the most. I'll walk you through my my study tuber phase. So, it was lockdown. I began watching this guy named Andrew Kirby. So Kirby's like the OG of this entire like self improvement space. I started watching him, and then I moved on to this guy named Ali Abdal. He was doing like, you probably know who Ali Abdal is. He was doing like medicine and everything. Boom, boom, boom. Like, he used to go to Cambridge, and like that's where I got most of my like productivity tips and everything. Then like in 2021, 22 ish, I started watching Hamza, and then after Hamza, I started like watching more like what's the word, like more professional kind of videos, because I felt like Hamza, his videos were alright, but he's just he's just weird. Not in like a not in like a shade way, but like I don't really like his videos anymore, you know. Um, but yeah. No, and then after it was like Charlie Morgan, Alex Hormozy. Those are people I watch right now. If you want to take productivity advice, if you want to get good at productivity, you study entrepreneurs, because they always have to produce something, and to produce something and intellectually requires very high levels of productivity. So if you want to really like improve your productivity, you study entrepreneurs. Um, I don't do personal bests for 5K. I just run. I did a 15K yesterday, to be fair. Are there any other questions? Any other things you want me to talk about that other than just like insulting me in the comments? Abdullah Kashif, like I said, I'll give you a five five university platter that I've got like offers from, or like an option of five universities, and you can pick one. So I got UCL, KCO, Loughborough, Warwick, and Queen Mary's. So one of them. When did I get my beard? After I started growing it. Now probably like like eight. um nah, I swear, like I went through puberty like when I was like 12. So yeah. Great. The person who said shout me out, I would if you stopped insulting me. I'm not Bengali, I'm Indian. I'm Indian, bro. I'm Indian. I'm from South India. I can't like I'm not even gonna release this live stream. So this is like exclusive content, um, for the people who are here right now. I can't be asked to release it. So I'll release like a proper formal video in the future, and I'll do like a cute little pack university pack for me for university with me, and I'll show you my room, because I went to the accommodation today, and the view is paying like you don't understand, like the view I get outside my video, outside my window is just, it's so good. So I'll show you that and everything, and I'll do like a room tour and everything, but then make this more formalized. But everyone on this live stream right now, you won't see this video ever again. Again, bro, I'm not gonna tell you my university. You have to deduce it. You have to you have to use analytical skills. I said there's like five options you can choose from: UCL, KCO, Warwick, Queen Mary's, or Loughborough. Do you have someone that you look up to, and to who? Did anyone influence you to start a YouTube channel? Yeah, Ali Abdal actually influenced me to start a YouTube channel. I actually have a video. Um, Hold on, give me 1 second, because this is kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. I used to have a YouTube channel back in like year 9 when I was really fat, and I used to try and like upload like studying content based on Ali Abdal. Then hold on. Um, Let me see if I can find it. Uh, where's liked videos? Oh yeah, here. All right, tell me if you can see this. I don't have like another device. I don't know how to like share the screen or anything, but like, um, look at my videos. This was, I think, this was 3 years ago. No, yeah, 3 years ago. Can you see that, bro? Look how fat I was. I've come a long way, you know. And the thing is, like, I wasn't even good at using flashcards at this point of time. I just liked the process of like talking to a camera and everything. So, um, uh, hold on. Yeah, so Ali Abdal influenced me to start a YouTube channel. Right now, I look up to a lot of people, like genuinely a lot of people. I look up to Ali Abdal, Alex Mosey, Charlie Morgan, all of these entrepreneurs and everyone. I look up to Revishan. If I'm brutally honest, I look up to Revishan, and like all of these people, they are the people I want to like emulate in the future. But yeah, no, right now I have no real plan. I'm literally answering chats. I'm gonna end this video and then I'm gonna literally gonna like delete this forever. So this is exclusive content. How much for you accommodation? Like it's about 300 a week. What type of music do you listen to? Really hard. I listen to really hard rap music about like stabbing people day to day, and I don't know if I've heard theories that that has like a mental effect or anything or on your like brain, but I don't know. Like I listen to like Quang Face or like who else do I listen? I listen to Reki um on a date like all the time. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm using my phone to live stream right now. Wait, okay, I don't want to call call these people out, but the live stream's so funny. Do the people in your school know that you have a YouTube channel and are you proud of it? Yeah, like that. No, the thing is, okay, I'll tell you a story, right? So I had about 300 subscribers, and this was the video where, if you're joining the live stream like now, it was the video where I didn't have like a proper camera stand, and I had the camera up top at first at the beginning of the video because the camera stand wasn't proper. It slowly like the video the camera decreased in height, so you kind of like got the full like 180-degree view of my face at the time. This video is still up, by the way. And I went into school after that, and I remember like one of my friends came up to me, and then he was like, "Yo, bro, I saw your YouTube channel yesterday," and I was like, "What?" And then he's like, "Oh yeah, I saw your YouTube channel," and then I was like, "Okay, keep it on the low. This is kind of like cringe. My YouTube videos aren't that good." And then I go into like the main hall area, and I see like three people looking at me like really weirdly, and I go up to them, and then they're like, "Sure, is this you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, it's me." But I feel like after you get to a certain point, it doesn't really matter. Like if I'm helping people, which I try to help people on productivity and fitness. I'm actually like trying to provide value to you. I don't think it's a cringe thing. It's only if you actually do like weird stuff on on online, post like weird, like you see those like Instagram on Instagram Reels or like TikTok, you see those like weird accounts where you do like weird stuff. That's something that's kind of cringe. But I think providing value in any form isn't that cringe. Have you thought about learning a high income skill and making money and stuff, bro? I've read the. I'm reading the 4 Hour Work Week. This is like this is my like goal, bro. Um, will you make a video revealing your results? Mate, like I find like the really cringe ones where they're like they have the envelope, but it's obviously fake. Like no one actually reacts like this. But then they look at the results and they're like, and they start crying. I find those videos really cringe. So I may make a video on like results and everything and like breaking it down and everything in the future. But like I don't really know if I want to give give away personal. The thing is, I got good grades and I got into top university. That's it. I don't really want to say the university. I don't really want to say the grades. I don't really want to like say that much personal information. But I got good enough. I got good enough grades to be giving advice on it. Basically, am I from West London? No. Um, this guy. What is this? What live chat, bro? Okay, can you talk about the jump between year 12 and year 13 and clear up any misconceptions about it? There's a lot of false room spend. The thing is, in year 12, if you set a good routine, like a good routine of like synthesizing the information you learn in school, year 13 isn't different at all. It's even the content isn't that hard compared to it. It's just the routine you build in year 12 because everything's new in year 12. It's the routine you carry on from that basically. There's nothing really different. I think people stress about it too too much. I pray for everyone who's getting their GCSE results as well. Um, yeah, but this live stream isn't going to be off after this, so this is very exclusive. You're like my like core fan base, 43 people. Well, okay, one more thing I wanted to touch upon is hold on, how long have I been streaming? Damn, 1 hour. What the hell? Okay, so cram psychology is basically a psychology that like a mindset that I've had for the longest period of time. And let me like see if you relate to this. Basically, it's when if you have an exam, you always for some reason you always leave it to the last like 2 days and you always just cram for it, and the justification you give in your mind is I'm gonna lock in or like quote unquote lock in for this exam, but it's like it's not even like you I used to say stuff like, oh, I'm busy and everything, that's why I leave it to, but recently I did my like, driving theory test. So the time before this, I booked like a driving theory test, but I forgot about it, so I just didn't turn up, and my dad was like proper pissed. My dad was really angry and everything, but I booked my driving theory test, and I gave myself like 4 weeks to do it, and then like the first week passed. I said I was gonna do the next week. Then 2 weeks passed, and I was like, oh damn, like this week I'm gonna lock in. I like genuinely on the morning of the exam, it was like the exam was at I think the driving theory test was at like 4 in the evening or like three p.m. I woke up at 12 a.m. to grind for the exam. I gave my on the day I started revising for the exam on the day. Of course, just because of like the nature of the app or like you just have to use the app. I managed to get like 48 out of 50 or something. Like I passed quite well, but like it left me wondering why like I've always had this kind of like cramming psychology, and I realized that it's linked to like binge eating as well. So I've had this kind of like mindset that if I if I like eat a lot of calories now, I can make up for it in the future. And this is all like all of these symptoms are that is the same like problem. It's all stemming from cramming psychology. It's like you think that doing a high level of work now or like doing you think that you can like relax now and then do a higher amount of work later to make up for it, but this like making up for it psychology isn't good. Instead, what you need to do is be more consistent and do a lower amount of work more consistently. I know like every single person I know that are like Oxbridge graduates, Oxbridge offer holders, people who went Oxford and Cambridge basically. These people weren't watching videos like these. These people weren't watching study YouTubers. All these people did was literally they would come home after school and work for about 1 to 2 hours. Think about this, right? Think to your school. Think about like the smartest person. Do they watch videos like these? Probably not, right? Do they like obsessively go over study YouTube or study TikTok or anything? Probably not. They probably just have like a normal life and they come back home and then just revise for 1 to 2 hours. And it's not based on like their mental aptitude because if you do studies, you know that like everyone is kind of like genetically as smart as each other. So it's not because they're really, really smart, like naturally. It's literally just because they were consistently doing deep work. It was consistent, like they were consistently working deeply over time. And basically that like the skill they developed from that caused them to get such high results. And this like cramming psychology of not doing the work now, but then doing a lot of work or locking in. I see like locking in a lot on social media, but like the this psychology is always common within people who get low grades. Like think about the last time you spoke to someone in like set six maths. They probably don't. They probably like whenever they revise for tests, they're like, I'm gonna take a break this week and then next week I'm gonna revise for like 10 hours a day, but that like revising for 10 hours a day that next week never comes. So there's like three levels right now, right? So level one is like you don't really care about grades, you don't really care about anything. Like these kind of people who are these are the kind of people who like, for example, on my GCSE chemistry paper, a girl I knew came up to me and she was like, is it the chemistry paper or is it the biology paper? Because she didn't even know like the difference between chemistry and biology. That's level one. People who literally don't care about grades, don't care about being productive, don't care about any of these stuff, and then just like go out and like do random like degenerate stuff. Level two is you want to get the good grades, you want to be more productive, you want to be like get into fitness and everything, but like you obsess over it too much and you have this psychology, like this cramming psychology. Now level three is just like switching off that mindset that people develop and just doing deeper work more consistently. Think about this gym wise as well. Chris Bumstead, the best bodybuilder in history, arguably, only goes to the gym twice, like for 2 hours a day. So when someone comes up to him and says, I'm going to the gym and working out for 5 hours a day," they're not, because like all you need is 2 hours a day. People who have got into Oxbridge, people who have got all A stars from doing 2 hours a day every like pretty consistently. So like you don't actually need to do like insane levels of work. I don't know where this rant started, but yeah, this is like another mindset I've kind of like unlocked over the last few days. Um, so 4 hours of revision max at like if I came to your house and I got a gun and I put it at your head and said you can only do 2 hours of work every single day, that's how you should revise. Like you should do the absolute like most essential work every single day consistently. And you like the way you should do it should be like really, really efficient with full like focus, no music, nothing, no distractions, just deep concentrated work. You know what? I'm gonna like release this live stream. There's too many people just asking the same question, bro. Yeah. Yeah, I can't lie. I may not do a live stream anymore. I don't really enjoy this, bruv. Why do I believe this method? So okay. So a little bit about me. I used to be like extremely. I wouldn't say stupid, but I wasn't into like academics at all. The position I've come from is like I was so bad at just revision. I was so bad at like revising that I literally didn't know how to work. It's a long story, but I lit. Oh, bruv, I literally struggled to read in like year nine. So not I could like read words and everything, but like as soon as I started reading, my mind would just wander, and like heavily impacted. I didn't know how to work at all, and then I started getting into like more of the productivity space and everything, and I learned that, and I got pretty good GCSEs and pretty good A levels, and got into a good university. So that's that's kind of like the transformation I've had. Of course, I make mistakes as well, but this is like the mindset I've personally learned from personal experience. So the reason I believe this method is just because I've read, like I've studied productivity books like this one. So deep work, like this book over here, like it just teaches you everything you need to know about being productive. So yeah, I think I think that's it. To be honest with you, the thing with this channel is I like I do joke around a lot, and like I do like I'm kind of unserious, but I do really want to make this like as serious and as valuable as possible with this channel. And the thing with stuff like live streams and things like the thing of like podcasts and everything is just it takes away the value from this YouTube channel. So if I do like, should I tone down like how much I just go off on side tangents? Because I feel like I do really like, if I look back at this 2 years from now, I really want this channel to really change someone's life. Basically, I really want to help people. So I actually have a full guide on exactly how you do deep work. I've made a full guide. I've read this entire book. I've summarized it, and I've put the lessons into more applicable kind of knowledge for like year, whatever, like our years, or like our kind of niche, so like university and grades and everything, or like A levels, GCSEs. So if you want to check that out, it's like a full guide on that. Okay, what I would recommend you to what I would recommend you to do is I would I would recommend you to have like a side hustle, something on the side. That's just, it's, I wouldn't say like profitable wise, but I've genuinely really enjoyed YouTube. Not just because I get to like yap on here, but like the amount of people, the amount of emails I get, the amount of like messages I get of people saying I've actually like helped them so much has been life changing. Like this is so I wouldn't even, I haven't even made that much money from it, I'm gonna be honest. But like the ability to help people, I know people say that like ironically, like, oh yeah, like thank you for my fans, guys, or like big YouTubers say that, but they don't actually mean it. But I like the fulfillment I get from like actually providing value to people and getting those messages is so fulfilling. So I wouldn't recommend, like, this isn't like a profitable business to get into, or like a profitable side hustle to get into. I would just like, I really enjoy like providing value, you know? So yeah. What will I do when I hit 5K? Probably try hit a 10K, to be honest with you. Yeah. But yeah, will you guys hate me if I don't, if I never do a live stream ever again, and if I just stop going on side tangents and I become like very, who's a good example of this? If I become very like straight to the point. I feel like, do you know this guy named Henry Brand? He's one of my mates. So we connect a lot online, but he's like very to the point. I'm not saying he's like not charismatic or anything, but like he's very to the point. I feel like I go on a lot of like side tangents and I just ramble a lot in my videos. So uh yeah, like it's to the point, because I do feel like my personality kind of leaks into my videos, which I don't really want. I just want to really just help people. So it may be worth not doing live streams like these, because I just say too much random stuff, and like actually like when I talk to my editor and everything, actually just like trimming down and like genuinely like providing the most value. I'll see. I'll try out a video and see how that performs, and see that. Um, Henry Brand isn't that controversial. I'm going to be honest with you. I follow him on Strava. But we comment on each other's videos a lot. But I rate him. He runs a lot, to be fair. Like a Doku Finter one, exactly like a Doku Finter one. If I'm very not okay, not really like Henry Brand, exactly like a Doku Finter one. If I'm very to the point, boom, boom, boom. This is what you do. Again, like pretty much exactly like Udoka Finterman. If I turn into the brown Udoka Finterman, will you guys hate me? Or like, is that more valuable, or is that more like more productive, or more helpful? Um, Henry Brandon Shamler. Yeah, I may text him. I don't have his number. I'll text him on Strava. Maybe we'll see. I'm I'm not gonna disappear like Udoka Finterman. I don't think Udoka Finterman's disappeared. To be honest with you, I think just I feel like this is another reason I don't really like sharing personal information online. When you say something and like you just say something, there's a chance that you get like flooded with hate messages, and that's what Doku Finterman like had. Like this guy was genuinely like such a smart person. He had like the best content and everything, but like there were just too many hate comments hating on him for no reason. So I don't think I genuinely find like fulfillment on like speaking and doing YouTube like this. Um, I don't think I'll ever stop making YouTube videos, but I do feel for Adoka. Like I don't know what's happened with his situation, but he was a very like smart person. I have seen Rough before. Yeah. Um, okay, okay, Lion. Some of my videos are better on, and the amount of things I learn. Okay, this is a constructive criticism. The amount of things I learn I could have learned from someone else in 3 minutes. I think you should lower life story. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, you want it to be more like to the point and everything, but tell me this, right? Like you've seen videos that are more like concise. Are you engaged the entire time? I do feel like if I do slightly go on like if I ramble a lot and if I do have a longer form content, the audience I attract are the people who are able to keep their attention and learn for that entire time. So if I do start like posting 3 minute videos, 4 minute videos, yeah, sure they'll get like a lot more views, but like I don't think they'll be as helpful as me like fully explaining something. Um, Really, the podcast with Andy Allen was so good. I'll tell him, man. I'll tell him. Is Curry my favorite, bro? Who is this guy, bro? John Untamed. I'm gonna ban you from this channel. Why are you just hating for no reason? The hell? I'll put you in a timeout. No, I'll hide you from my channel there. Okay, thank you. Okay, I have a that's good feedback. So some people say that it's too long. Maybe I'll cut down on it a bit, but some people say that it keeps them engaged and everything. Fair enough. Yeah, okay, yeah, fair enough. That's constructive criticism. Sure, sure, fair enough. Maybe I should like. I think maybe I should have personality in them, but I should like kind of script them a bit more. That's good. That's pretty like constructive criticism. I'll think about that. But yeah, is there anything else I need to talk about? I think it's nearly 10. It's 10:11. I've been doing this for like an hour and a half. Have I considered doing TikTok? TikTok and Instagram is just too like the thing I like about YouTube is I can actually help people, but TikTok is just too like you can't really learn from that. But maybe in the future, maybe I could like clip it up, you know, like, clip it. I could get someone to clip it up and like post it on TikTok. What's my workout split? PPL twice a week. Sometimes it's not twice a week, but it's push pull legs. But I try to. Um, how do you balance homework with revision in 2 hours a day? You do the homework. If the home okay, you do the homework in your free periods. If you can't, like if the homework You do the homework as deep work in those 2 hours a day. You find a way. Okay, like imagine like you couldn't do more than 2 hours a day. You will find a way to do all of your work in that 2 hours a day, and that focused amount of revision is more effective than doing 5 hours of it. I know how like I've done the 5 hours a day. I've done it. I've tried to do the 10. I've uploaded a video on this channel of me trying to do 10 hours a day, and it didn't work. Like I've freed up my entire life and tried to revise all day, and that was less effective than me just doing a few hours a day every single day. I guarantee you this mindset of like it's really weird how this works. But like just trying to revise all day. Try this for yourself. If you don't believe me, try this for yourself. Have a week, block out a week where you try to genuinely revise for 8 hours a day, and now switch that with a week that you do 2 hours a day, and I guarantee you that you do more, you'll feel more productive, you'll do more work in the 2 hours a day. It's really, really weird how this works, but like just try this on yourself. Fair enough, you think I'm like a fraud, I'm a scammer or whatever. Try this out on yourself. Try this out with your own life and see it, come back to this channel. Um, Skincare routine is cleanser, retinol, SPF 50 sun cream, and moisturizer. Okay, shush, please. Shush, please. I'll answer the second part of the question. Students who make it look like they've never revised anything in their freeze but get A star in everything probably go home and do consistent, deep work. They just do a few hours a day, every day, consistently. What happened to the Discord? I'm planning on doing something like else, like another kind of community in the future. But maybe I'll set up another Discord. But the thing is, like, not to be offensive or anything, but like if I have a Discord, it's not serious. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I want some kind of community where like people can actually find so much value in it, and like you have like genuinely like serious people who are like actually like goal focused. I can't be asked to have a Discord where people would just post like memes all day. Fair enough. I laugh a lot on this channel and everything, but I actually want like a serious community of people. And if I have something like a Discord server, it's just not like people don't find value in that. So yeah. Walaikum salam, Muslim. A WhatsApp group call, WhatsApp group chat, maybe, man. Mazi MK, hit me up at Shamalam7 if you're interested on Instagram. Okay, Kemdu, is 3 hours of solid revision a day too much when trying to keep it efficient? If you can do 3 hours of concentrated work, which like if you haven't leveled that up, it's probably unlikely. I'm not telling you to like blindly believe me or anything. Track this down on like a Notion template or anything. Track down the like how consistent you are at doing 3 hours of work every single day. I guarantee you it's not as consistently as you think you're doing. So you probably need to reduce that and progressively overload your work hours. But like again, I'm not telling you anything. You try this for yourself. Um Kendo, I have genuinely, in my opinion, I have the most minimalistic, like most effective, what's it called? Most effective Notion template for like self improvement and going towards your goals I've ever seen online. Everything else is way too complicated. All of the templates you see online are too complicated. I think this one's really, really simple and easy to use. So go check out my Notion video if you're interested. Bring back the guy that was in the shopping cart. I'll tell him. But yeah, no. If I was I think I may end this soon, but I may yeah, no, like something like a school community, honestly. Like something more serious, if you get me. If I was to make like a Discord server, it wouldn't be. I don't think I'm not sure if I like I'd open it for everyone, but I would want like serious people like that are actually like trying to achieve stuff, and not just people who are just gonna post memes all day in that community. So yeah. Hold on. Should I release this live stream or not on my channel? Does this provide value to the people in this like the other people that wouldn't have seen this uh live stream? Um, and the thing is, I have answered the questions, but I just don't want to keep on repeating myself. If I like keep, I don't want to keep on repeating myself in this live stream. I've answered literally every single point that people were saying. I've answered. Yeah, yeah. No, I think that that is true. I think I've been like on on this live stream. I've been called like name. I've been insulted. I've been called names. I've been there's been like beef happening. Um, yeah, like I may just like turn off live chat. Again, I'm gonna answer this one more time. I don't want to share personal information about myself in general to the internet. Okay, I've got good grades at like GCSE. I've got good grades at A levels. I've got like a pretty good university. I don't really want to say that out loud. I may in the future, but like not right now. If you get me. So yeah, yeah, and I can't like I'll upload this. I'll upload this live stream, and then I'll see uh in the future. If anyone has any other like final questions, you could hit them up in the live chat that aren't like gonna like insult me for some reason. Um, then yeah, hit me up in the live chat. But if not, I'm gonna upload way more like frequently right now. Tell me like I'll anyone who's hit me up over the like the one to one like calls, I'll get back to them, and if yeah, I'll get back to you if you contacted me for the like one to one calls, and we'll do that. I think the people who I have called, it's been really really good. I've had a lot of insight into like my like viewer, but I think that's it. Now you're going to university. Will content be less educational productivity and more gym? No, no, no. My content will be educational productivity and gym productivity, and also like the whole university style thing. I really like the way like Ali Abdal kind of like rose like to fame, and I kind of want to like lean into that with my own personality kind of, because I do feel like I don't have like the stereotypical kind of like reserved study YouTuber or like like self improvement. Okay, barring like Kamza. I don't have like the stereotypical like reserved kind of personality in this niche. So I want to make videos on those kinds of topics that like Ali Abdal rose to fame with, at university, which is like personal development, like educate like productivity and and fitness and stuff. So yeah, I'm not doing paid. Again, all of these one-on-one sessions are completely free. completely. You can hit me up right now, and I will do a one-on-one call session where I hear your problems, and if you like, if you're like sent like if you're respectable, I will help you through them, and then that will help me get to know what kind of videos I can produce in the future to actually just help people, because this is the purpose of this YouTube channel. I genuinely just want to help people. So that gives me the idea of what kind of problems I need to do to help people, and also it gives you the chance, like us the chance to talk about like stuff we can do to improve. So so is early morning deep work better, or is late night deep work better? Early morning deep work, you're more likely to get into the flow state, so you're more likely to work better, because late night your brain's kind of just like fried from the entire day. You have something called brain fuel at the start of the day, so every time you sleep and then wake up, you have like a certain amount of energy in your brain, and every decision you make, everything you do, every single like every time you eat, every time you do work, that brain fuel kind of goes down. So if you work really late in the night, you're not going to be able to exert the same amount of intellectual like power into your work than if you work right in the morning. But then again, if you like both, if you just have a consistent like amount of what hours you work per day, that beats like any of these. Like once you have this routine, then you think about, "Oh, I'm gonna do it in the morning, I'm gonna do it in the night." But first you need like a consistent routine. What's your biggest piece of advice now that you've done your A levels? Consistently do deep work for a lower amount of like a low amount of hours every single day, and you'll be so cracked. Mohsin, are you the Mohsin that I think you are? Okay. No then. Um, why is it so hard to start working? Okay, okay. For this, whenever I give advice, I I can't lie. My like charger, my phone ran out. Um, like mid thing. But when I post this live, this is gonna be cut out and everything. But sorry for it being like laggy and everything. But yeah, I can't. I'm not gonna lie. This stream was very interesting to see. Uh, yeah, yeah. To be honest, yeah, it's my mistake for doing it on results day. I just had a lot to talk about and everything. But I hope you do get like my point of view and everything. I don't like people to like come at me or like hate me or like come to my university or come to my school. That's why I haven't really like revealed my school yet either. It's for the same kind of reason. But it's good enough advice. But yeah, I probably won't stream again. Just because like I said, the collective IQ of everyone in the comment section drops for like 50 points in the live stream. So like you get just people insulting me for no reason. Like what have I done to you? What have I done to you? But yeah, I'm gonna end this stream right now. I'll probably edit the stream, and I'll send it over to my editor to edit the stream. But it's been very interesting. I'm not sure how I'll live stream again. But yeah, I hope you have a fantastic day, and I hope to see you in my next video. And yeah, if you want to see more advice on productivity and fitness, click on the subscribe button down below. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.